I'm standing here with Dennis Mead, and we are going to be talking about his beautiful garden railroad. And we haven't seen him in about 10 years, so we are here to get some updates. Right, Denny?
Welcome back. Yes, there's a lot of updates. In 10 years, we've done a lot of work. Of course, being retired helps. Gives me a lot of time to put projects into construction phase, and well, as you'll see, we'll take a trip around the layout and we'll show you all the different new things that has been placed on the layout since 10 years ago.
Great, we're looking forward to it.
This area here has grown significantly. The last time you saw this layout, it was just open grid work. Since then, we built it up and built the mail pouch barn to add a little touch to it. That mail pouch barn is individual boards made from white oak and ripped on my table saw to create the look of what we have. This area here is known as Goddard, and besides the small station of Goddard, we have a little auto body shop here. It's a typical ragtag building. It's weathering just fine for me. Now, farther up the track here, we have built a brand new wood bridge. In a moment, you'll see the structure that spans the track. Typical of the wood bridges that used to be along the main line of the Erie throughout western Pennsylvania. Now, this was a project that I started about 4 years ago. Medusa cement. It's made out of PVC pipe and a lot of brass and plastic detail. And that silver unloading structure with a corrugated sheet metal on it, if I was to take that off, you'd see the word Pepsi underneath every one of those pieces of metal. Those are Pepsi cans that were corrugated to accomplish that. As you can see on the other side of the structure here, the details to it. This particular area in here is being developed. This has been kind of the underdeveloped section of the railroad for some time, but we've got more to do. What you're looking at with these stone squares with stone in them is merely storing stone for my future projects. When I figure out what I'm doing, then I'll get rid of them. This is the result of having rabbits around here. Those are barberry bushes, and believe it or not, they like to eat those things, needles and all. So that's how I protect them. Since the last time you saw this, I put a lot of time into making the signals work very well. They function very well. I have very few electrical problems with it. Section that has developed is our railroad yards back here. From the old video, you could see it was just a few tracks, and today it has developed into a fairly sizable piece of yardage. Construction at the moment is our fueling and sanding area. I just finished the sand tower here in the last 24 hours, as a matter of fact. So you're getting the first chance to see it. In addition, there'll be a fueling facility and a diesel fuel tank in here yet. Over time, I have developed the village with structures as well as details such as I use outdoor carpeting to make the real grass look in the village, and you'll see that as we pan the village here. The buildings in the village went through a complete paint job in the main village. They got a complete paint job here last fall, and Some of the other structures, like the station, that's in the future. I don't paint all my buildings all at once. I do it over a phase. And that's pretty much what we have done over the past 10 years. It's been busy, a lot of track work, a lot of refined work on the switches, anything to keep the train running well. This layout is nearly 500 feet of track on the ground, although not all of it's main line. It's basically a single track railroad with a pair of passing tracks here and there. Actually, 3 passing tracks. It has a sizable number of switches, and I can't tell you how many feet of wire. I know is just in the signal system alone, there's over 50 feet of wire buried in the ground just for that. But that's what all garden railroading is about. The only thing you have to remember when you're out there digging for some reason, be sure to think about where you've got your wires, because I've cut a few by accident. Just a tip.
Well, thank you for sharing everything with us today. I'm amazed, and I'm sure our audience will be amazed, and we'll see you in another couple years with some more updates, I'm sure.
I'd be glad to have you come back anytime. We're always here playing trains.